Hey guys, Mike coming back with my next video. Quick mail day here. I got these in the last couple weeks and I thought I'd show them real quick to get them so I could put them away. Some nice stuff here. I've actually added some to the Washington collection since things have been a little slow elsewhere. But we'll go over these real quick. This is a cheap item. This is a little baseball that one of the synagogues put out when the movie first came out about Hank Greenberg's life, and they actually made a little baseball with a photograph on it. So I thought that was cool to pick up for cheap. Like that a lot. Moving on to the Washington pickups. These are really nice. I got both of these from the same guy. Real nice guy. I hope he gets some more stuff in. This one here is a 1909 Wolf and Company trade card. The drafting of the Declaration of Independence. Um, Really nice card. Really good shape. Beautiful. Taught us all about them. Uh, the three people in charge of it were the three depicted here. You see Benjamin Franklin on the left, Thomas Jefferson on the right, and John Adams in the middle. It's a beautiful card, though. Really happy to add that to the collection. And I also got this 1880s Pearson's Bookstore from the HD 2A President set of George Washington. They used these cards and usually made them into trade card advertisements. This one doesn't say anything on the front, which is what I kind of like it that way because it just focuses on Washington. Talks about born in Virginia and president. And he died at 67. On the back, you can see the advertisement for Pearson's Bookstore, 35 State Street. The card's in really good shape. It has a price. Someone way back when was selling it for $2. It'd be nice to get it for that price, but those days are long gone. Considering this thing is probably 140 years old, it's much bigger than I was expecting. These are in this one here is larger than a postcard size. So this one's pretty good size too. So I was pleasantly surprised by that too. But very nice Washington pieces. Got another one in 1911 out of the T70 historical events series, Washington crossing the Delaware. Very nice set. Got some really cool cards in it. Thought I might one day do that set. Who knows? Right now, I'm just picking the Washington cards out of it. I've got three now, and I think there's one more I need to get. But very cool. And I got a bunch of stuff for Washington. Here's the Washington Chronicles that came out from Historical Autographs. This is from the Battle of Princeton. This is a whole set that came out a couple years ago related to the life of Washington. These are actually one of ones. Very cool set. The base set's very cheap, so if you want to get it just to read all the stuff about his life and all the people associated with him, it's really a cool set, so I highly recommend it. This one here talks about his birthday, about how very interesting that they went from the Gregorian calendar to the Julian calendar, and that moved his birthday from February 11th to February 22nd. Um, Interesting. I won't read all that, but it's filled with facts like that and the history. That's very cool. So I want to share those. Another one of one. I might actually get one of them slabbed just to see what happens with them. Now we'll move on to more traditional stuff here. Here is a 1947 Hank photograph, but the picture is from 1943. While he was in the war from 41 to 45, in 1943 he appeared in a benefits game, probably a war bonds type game in New York. And when he got there to play in the game, again, this is during this, World War II. They did a lot of war bonds games, and that's to raise funds for the war. His uniform didn't make it to New York, so he could play in a game. They actually gave him a Yankees uniform. Where they got one big enough to fit him, I'm not for sure, but This is the infamous photo that came out in 43, talking about him wearing a Yankees uniform, and how some people would like to see that happen and that sort of thing. Hank had nothing to do with that type of rumor mill. He just wore it so he could play in the game and help raise money. In 1947, he was sold to the Pittsburgh Pirates in the National League from the Detroit Tigers, and a lot of people thought that the owner of the Tigers at the time, when he saw the picture in 1943, he took it out of context and thought that this is one way of Hank trying to say that he wouldn't mind playing for the Yankees one day. And of course, they were one of the main rivals for the Tigers back then. So rumor has it that that's a big part of why his contract was sold to Pittsburgh after the 46 season. Now you got to remember, he came back in 45, helped the team win the World Series in 45. In 46, he led the league in home runs and RBIs, I believe. Might be wrong, but I think so. And so he was all set up to play again in 47, and he suddenly got bounced to the Pirates, which he did go ahead and play for. This picture was taken, or this was released in 1947, talking about how he thought that this picture did hurt his standing with the club, but he thought there were some other reasons why he was eventually sent out of the American League to the National League to play for the Pirates. But he did play 1 year with the Pirates and then retired instead of continuing. When he probably could have played a little longer, but I think at that point the Indians were interested in him in upper management, and he became a good businessman, vice president, and general manager. He had quite a long career in other things besides playing baseball, but still in baseball. So I've always seen this picture like in newspaper articles and stuff. It's kind of neat to have it, as I would say, reissued in 1947. So very cool story behind it. So I'm glad to get that. This is a weird one. This is the 2010 Topps Sterling. Burgundy, numbered to 10. Now, I've been collecting Hank, I don't remember how long, 15, 16 years now. And 2010 Sterling, for him, is really hard to find. I got the 1 out of 3 from Brian a long time ago. And then finally found this 6 out of 10, this numbered to 10 Burgundy, after not seeing it for 15 years. And of all things I still need, it's the numbered to 50. Yes, numbered to 50 white suede. So why his Sterling cards, base cards, are so hard to find under 50 and 10, and of course the 3 is going to be hard anyway, but they should have popped up more than they do, especially the 50. So there has to be a story behind that. Hopefully one day I'll get that one, but glad to add this one, knock off one more off the Greenberg collection. And I'm going to end with a couple bench cards. This one here is just a large bat relic, but it's from 2013 museum collection. Didn't know this one existed. The checklist and everything listed different number variations that were available. This one is numbered 1 out of 5. I didn't know it. 1 out of the number to 5 is not listed. So after all these years, 11 years since this came out, I saw this one on eBay and I was like, I'm sure I got it. And I just double checked and I didn't. So one of those weird things, but I was glad to get it. And this is a 2018 Topps Allen in Ginter. This is a glossy. And this one is numbered 1 out of 1. Got this for a very fair price, I thought. Always interested in adding more 1 of 1s to the collection. If it is just a minor variation, this being a glossy version instead of the more regular version of the card. But nice couple benches to add to the collection too. So anyway, just a quick video. Hope everybody's doing well. We got the Kentucky Derby this week here in Louisville, so everything's kind of jumping. And we'll see if we can win a little money on the pony, so I can buy some more cards. But thanks for watching. I hope everybody's doing great. And Lord willing, we'll do it again next time. Thank you.